Alright, I don't know how many of you guys know about the story Les Miserables, but in the story, the main character, Jean Valjean, steals a loaf of bread to give to his family, and he has to go to prison for that. And in prison, he is tortured, he gets the worst treatment ever, he is treated very poorly, especially by one of the main soldiers, Javert. And after he is done with his time in prison, Javert lets him go, but he has to have parole. And he breaks his parole. He actually steals from a man, and the man lets him off the hook, and he tells him that you need to shape up your life and become a better person because I let you off the hook. And so that's exactly what he does. He breaks his parole in order to save a girl whose mother was dying. But Javert finds out about this, and he chases him for the rest of his life, basically. And he's trying to either torture him, put him back in prison, or kill him. And so I'm going to tell you about the death penalty, Proposition 62, which is repealing the death penalty. And in this speech, I would like to teach you so that you will be able to form your own opinion about the death penalty and what you think is fair and just. So the three things I'll be talking to you about. First is the new punishment that will be replacing the death penalty. Second will be the difference between Prop 62 and 66, because they are very different, but both about the death penalty. And third, I'll be giving you some facts and statistics that back up Prop 62. So, first I'll be telling you about the new punishment that will be replacing the death penalty. So, instead of the death penalty or parole, we will be implementing the prisoners working in order to pay back the debts of the victims' families. So, basically, 60% of the money that they earn will be going towards the families. Another thing that will be abolished based on Prop 62 will be courtrooms. There will be no more appealing in courtrooms, and they'll just have to work and pay back the debts. So instead of the families having to go for 20, 30 years and have to see the person that killed their loved one, instead they will just be able to get the money back and pay to them and feel closure because of that. So now that I talked to you about the new punishment that will be implemented instead of the death penalty, I will be talking to you about the difference between Prop 62 and Prop 66. So hopefully most people don't go into the ballot and the voting room and they go up there and they say, oh, Prop 62 and Prop 66, they're both about the death penalty, yes, yes, or no, no, because they're completely different. Prop 62 is about repealing the death penalty, getting rid of it, and Prop 66 is about speeding it up. So voting yes on one of them and yes on the other one would be completely contradicting yourself. So whichever one you vote yes on, that will supersede the other one in the end. So people that support Prop 66 say that the death penalty is a waste of time and a waste of money and an empty promise to the victims' families. And people supporting Prop 66 say that it is our duty to speed it up and fix it because it is not beyond our reach to fix the death penalty. So it's up to you to decide whether you support Prop 66, repealing the death penalty, or Prop 62. So now that I've talked to you about the differences between those different propositions, I'm going to tell you a few facts and statistics that back up Prop 62. So, over the years, only 13 death penalties have occurred in California, and we have spent over $5 million on those 13 deaths. So we're wasting so much money on only 13 deaths. It's basically telling the families, oh, we're going to have the justice for the death of your family member. The prisoner is going to die and be on death row, and it'll all be worked out, when it's actually an empty promise. And most of the times, they're just there going to courtrooms. The victim's family has to see them over and over and over, and nothing actually ever gets settled because they keep appealing and they try to find a way for them to be innocent. So with Prop 62, it is said that $150 million will be saved by repealing the death penalty, which is a lot of money that will be saving us as taxpayers. So another argument on this would be, well, we wouldn't want the worst of the worst criminals to stay alive when we'll have to worry about them if they ever get out, if they appeal to be innocent. We don't want them to be out and around. But 18 times the amount of money is spent for the prisoners on death row rather than the prisoners that are just in prison. And both Prop 62 and 66 both have them working to pay back the debts of the families. So basically, it's up to you how you want to save your money. So now that I've talked to you about the facts and statistics, I talked to you about Prop 62 and 66, and I talked to you about the new punishment that will be implemented, replacing Prop 62, or replacing the death penalty. Now it is your job to have your own opinion on this. Do you want to take Javert's side and be all about justice, or do you want to be on Jean Valjean's side and take the side of morality? Is it in our hands to take the life of someone just because of the crime that they have? Regardless of whatever crime they have, is it our job to put their life in our hands? Thank you.